In this video, I'm going to go over the first 10 questions from the College Algebra Midterm Review. Now, just so you know where I'm getting these questions, these are all practice TSI questions because the focus when we come back from break is going to be to spend quarter three working on making sure we're ready for the TSI test at the end of February or in early March. Okay, so here we go. Number one. Oh, also, I should say where it says like basic or scientific, all these different words in bold, those are just the type of calculators that will pop up when you're taking the computer TSI test. So go ahead and feel free to use your TI-30XS calculator. Okay, if there are 2.2 pounds in 1 kilogram, how many pounds, I'm trying to find pounds, are there in X kilograms? All right, so the way I'm going to do this is a proportion. So I'm going to cross multiply and set those products equal to each other. So I have 2.2 pounds times X equals 1 times pounds. And again, I'm trying to find this, right? How many pounds, which is this one. Now, because I just have a 1 times that pounds, I'm just going to rewrite it as pounds. And this is going to be 2.2 pounds times X. So my answer is going to be B as in boy. All right, number two. Number two says that the number of customers on Friday, right? So they didn't tell me how many customers were on Friday, was a 1/5 increase from the number of customers on Thursday. How many customers shopped at the store on Friday? So first is how many shopped at the store on Thursday, right? We're all going up to here, which is 4. But remember, it says in hundreds. So 400 customers on Thursday. And we have an increase by 1/5. So I'm going to multiply this by 1/5. You can use your calculator if you need to, but 400 times 1 divided by 5 is 80. All right, now notice that's not an answer choice because we are increasing. So this should be more than 400 for the number of customers on Friday. And the increase is by 80 customers. So 400 plus 80 customers is 480 customers. That's how you do number two. Number three. All right, so last year, so I'm going to put LY for last year, the bakery sold W loaves of bread. This year, the bakery sold 3 more, so 3 more than twice the number of loaves of bread sold last year. And next year, the bakery plans on selling twice the number of sold this year. How many loaves of bread does the bakery expect to sell next year? So I'm trying to find next year. So that's 2 times this year. And remember, I just wrote this year as 3 plus 2W. So if I multiply 2 times the expression that we used for this year, we'll get our answer. 2 times 3 is going to be 6. 2 times 2W is 4. So I'm looking for 6 plus 4W, which is going to be D. Now they just changed the order, but it's the same thing, 6 plus 4W. Number 4. This is asking to solve for P, and this is a linear equation, so I'm just going to isolate for that letter P, so add 4 to both sides. Gives you 7 times P equals 12. To get rid of the 7, we divide by 7 to get P equals 12/7, or letter C. Number 5, running at an average rate of 6 miles per 1 hour. How many minutes would it take for Kyle to run 3 miles? Well, so if I do 3 miles, and for now, I'm just going to keep this as how many hours. So solve for my question mark, right? So trying to solve for this, just like I did in the first one. This is a proportion where I have 2 ratios equal to each other. So I'm going to do cross products, all right, to get 6 times that question mark equals 3. And if I divide both sides by 6, you get question mark equals 1/2. So right here, that's going to be half an hour, all right? And so it doesn't ask for how many hours, it asks for how many minutes. So how many minutes are in half of an hour? That would be 30 minutes. Number 6, they give us a dot plot that identifies the number of pets living with each of 20 families in one apartment building? What fraction of the families have more than 2 pets? Well, it says of all the families, right? What fraction of all the families? There are 20 families. So my denominator is going to be 20. And then have more than 2 pets. So more than 2 would be 3 and 4. So count how many dots for the number of pets to be 3 or 4. That's 3 plus 1 makes 4 dots. When you reduce dividing by 4 of these, for each of these, you get 4 divided by 4, which is 1, 20 divided by 4, which is 5. So 1/5 is the answer for number 6. Number 7. Number 7 gives the formula for the volume of a right circular cylinder. If they're telling us the radius is equal to 2 times b and the height is equal to 5b plus 3, let's find the volume. All right, so I'm going to write down the formula. So it's pi r squared h. So I'm going to write down pi times the radius, which is 2b squared, times height, which is 5b plus 3. I'm going to leave that pi until the very end. Squaring 2 gives me 4. Squaring b gives me b squared. Now I'm going to multiply. Again, my pi is still hanging out. Multiply 4b squared times 5b gives you 20b cubed. And then 4b squared times 3 gives you 12b squared. All right, if you distribute the pi, you should be able to find your answer. So it's going to be 20. Oops, sorry. Come on, eraser. All right, because I'll just do it here. There we go. 20 pi b cubed plus 12 pi b squared, which is going to be letter B. That's it for number 7. Number 8, Richard bought 3 slices of pizza and 2 sodas for $8.75. So that's 3 slices of pizza plus 2 sodas for $8.75. Jordan bought 2 slices of pizza plus 4 sodas for $8.50. How much would an order of 1 slice of cheese pizza and 3 sodas cost? So what I'm thinking here is I'm going to use my understanding of a system to figure out what the price for each of these is. So how much is it for 1 slice of cheese pizza? How much is it for 1 soda? And then go from there. What I do notice is that this, I'll highlight them, right? These 2 here, I can get to be the same number, so I can subtract. So I'm going to multiply all 3 of these pieces by 2, which would get that to be 4s. So if I go this way, that's 6p plus 4s. And then if I multiply 8.75 times 2, 8 times 2 is 16. 75 cents times 2 is $1.50. So $1.50 plus 16 is $17.50. Copy this one. Just copy this one over. And that's going to be $8.50. Now, I want to use the process called elimination to eliminate one of these variables. And if I subtract, you'll see that I will eliminate this column, right? 4 times s minus 4 times s would be 0. So 6p minus 2p is 4p. And then $17.50 minus $8.50 is $9. Divide both sides by 4, and you get p equals, so it'd be 4 goes into 9 twice, all right, with 1 left over. So 1/4 left over is $2.25. Again, use your calculator to do 9 divided by 4 if you didn't understand that. So 1 slice of cheese pizza costs $2.25. So we're almost there. Now I need to figure out how much the sodas cost. So I'm just going to go into, it doesn't matter which one. I'm going to choose the second one, but you can choose the first one if you want. So 2 times a slice of pizza. Let me replace that with $2.25 plus 4 times the number of sodas equals $8.50. 2 times $2.25 is $4.50 plus 4 times s equals $8.50. Subtract the $4.50 to the other side, and you get $8.50 minus $4.50, which is $4. So you should see that a soda costs $1. All right, so now that I have both of these pieces of information, I know a slice of pizza, a cheese pizza, costs $2.25. A soda costs $1. I can answer the question for one slice of cheese pizza. So that's going to be $2.25 plus 3 sodas. 3 times $1 is $3. So add this together and you get $5.25. So the answer is B. All right, number 9. Number 9, I'm going to solve for C first. So 5C minus 2 equals 3C. Move the 3C over with subtraction, and you get 2C minus 2 equals 0. Move the minus 2 over with addition. You get 2C equals 2. Feel free to use this now to figure out what 24C is. Most of my students will divide by 2 to get C equals 1. And then if you plug it back into this, 24 times 1 gives you 24. Okay, last one for this part, and then I'll do check out the next video for the last 10. So we have in the xy plane, the slope of the line, y equals mx minus 4 is less than the slope of the line y equals x minus 4. Well, hopefully you remember that in the the slope-intercept form, this m is the slope, and if there's no number in front of this x, that means the slope is 1. It's saying that the slope of this line, so this line here, is less than the slope of the other line, which is 1. So this slope is going to have to be less than the slope of that other line, which is 1. So what should be true? M should be less than 1, which is C. All right, so that's it for this part. Don't forget to keep watching the second part for the last 10.